How was the flight in after last night?
Oh, it was awesome. Yeah, it was really nice arrival time, about 3 a.m. And so I'm feeling refreshed and recharged and ready to go.
Just want to confirm, Steph, Draymond, Jimmy, good to go?
Everybody's ready to play, yeah.
How significant is that, knowing last game, long trip, break coming, that the whole group is ready?
Yeah, it's a great opportunity to go get a win against a team that's on the rise and, really had a good season. And so it's a good challenge, good opportunity for us.
You mentioned the team. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Okay. You mentioned a team on the rise. What are some things that stand out when you look at the Rockets' progress throughout this season?
I think Ema's just done a great job with their defense and giving them an identity. They have a very clear identity. They're going to get after you. They're going to force turnovers. They're going to play, off of their defense. And it's going to be a physical, athletic game with them. So we've had some good games against them already this year that have gone down to the wire, and we know we've got to be ready to go tonight.
Steve, are there any restrictions on Steph or Jimmy?
Not really. I mean, it's I don't really want to play them, too many minutes, but as long as they're feeling well, we do have this next week off, and as long as Rick tells me they're okay during the game, then we'll kind of plan for the usual minutes and go from there. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a pleasure.
Steve, short night, you gotta.
It's there being able to hold on to this lead down the stretch.
I thought we executed pretty well several times down the stretch. We had the one turnover when Steph tried to throw it over the top, but about 3 other plays where we executed really well. And Jimmy got the layup off the from Dre. Got a couple of other plays where we got a good look or free throws, and that allowed us to set our defense up. So it's good to have to finish the game that way. Obviously, you always prefer a blowout if you can get it and rest guys, but we have to learn how to close games. I mean, we have not done that well. We didn't do it well last night, obviously. So that was an important game for us. We think Jimmy's presence and skill is going to allow us to finish games much better than we have so far this year. So tonight was a good example of that, and hopefully a sign of things to come.
Are you seeing a chemistry build between the three, Draymond and Steph, and how would you assess Jimmy after, what is it now, 4 games, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, Jimmy is he's a real deal, I mean, just a complete basketball player. Methodical, under control all the time, plays at his own pace, never turns it over, sees the game, and then can get to the line frequently. So great closer, not in the traditional sense where he's going to be Kevin Durant and make 4 straight mid-range jumpers, but it's more of a complete game. Get to the line, make the right pass, get somebody else an open look, get a defensive stop, get a rebound. He's a fantastic player.
What did you make of that, the starting unit tonight with small group and then with Buddy going to the bench and Podziemski starting lineup?
Yeah, I mean, we felt like it was the right time to do it. I think Brandin has played so well over the last couple of weeks that I think he needs to be in that starting group now. He gives Steph another ball handler, decision maker. He makes a lot of plays out of nothing with his brain and his skill. So it was good to get him out there. I imagine he's going to be out there now, as a starter for a while. And obviously with Steph, Jimmy, and Draymond, and I thought Moses complimented those guys really well too. And so yeah, we'll see how it goes from here. We got JK coming back hopefully within a couple of weeks, and so we always have options. But I think BP's got to be out there.
I guess just kind of big picture, right, going into the break, having some time off, where do you feel like you guys are at this juncture?
This was a huge game for us, especially after the disappointment of last night. We needed to go into the break feeling good. winning 3 out of 4 on the road since Jimmy's arrival. I think that's a great sign. So I just feel like everybody is in desperate need of a break, myself included. And I think these next 5 or 6 days will be fantastic for everybody, just to fill up the cup, re-energize, and come back for the stretch run, which is 27 games. It's after the break, it always feels like a sprint, and so I'm excited because I think we've got a lot to look forward to.
What'd you like about your defense tonight? Forced 20 turnovers. I mean, what clicked on that end of the floor?
Yeah, did a good job in the first half, played a lot of zone. We wanted to protect our guys after last night and all the minutes and the late flight and all that. So we played some zone to try to minimize the energy that they had to bring in a man-to-man and the force that comes with that, mileage. So the zone was excellent, and then we were able to withstand their run in the second half. They killed us on the glass, and so we went back to more man-to-man in the second, and defense overall was really good, but the 15 offensive boards really hurt us.
When you go into this break, Steve, what will you be thinking about the most as far as what you look forward to with Jimmy and incorporating, getting more plays in, whatever? What will go through your mind when you're on break?
Not any of that. I'm going to play golf. I'm going to be with my granddaughter, which I can't wait for that. And I'm getting away. We all have to get away and recharge, so that's the plan.
What do you think the difference was tonight in kind of holding off their rally in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, I think we just found it in the fourth quarter, just settled down, getting a shot up every time, letting Jimmy and Steph kind of do their thing. But it was definitely different than the last 2 times we played here, and we just found it, and we were able to get stops on the other end and come up with the rebound, which was the biggest thing.
That's 3 or 4 now with Jimmy. What kind of cohesion, chemistry is this group building since he's arrived?
I think him being as smart as he is at the game, it makes it easier for the other guys out there. I think the beauty of him is he's a willing passer, even though he can score kind of whenever. And so, just the team's got to pick their poison. If they're going to double, they're going to send 2 of them. They're going to let him play with the mismatch. And so I think just him having the knowledge of the game just makes it easy for everybody.
How good does it feel to get a win like this going into the All-Star break after what happened last night, against one of the top teams in the Western Conference?
Yeah, it feels great. I'm not sure if Sacramento lost, but I think we're in, 9th now? 10th? Something like that. And so I think it's big for us. I think we got 26 or 7 left. And so if we can go, 27, 21, and 6, something like that, I think, we have a good chance at the 5 or 6 spot. And so we might end up playing these guys in the playoffs. And so it feels good, especially coming off after last night, and, leaves a good taste in our mouths for the next week.
Steve just came in here and told us probably going to stick with you in the starting lineup for a while. Does that change anything, how you approach the game? Does that matter to you? Like, how do you view that?
I just view it as a guard that needs to take out the other team's best guard. And so I knew today just my focus was on Jalen Green, just trying to take him out of the game, take him out of his rhythm. And I think for the most part, me and the guys who guarded him did that. But that's just kind of what we need in that other guard spot with Steph. And so we know Jimmy is going to, help with the bigger wings, especially when JK comes back, he'll do the same. But who's going to, be that guard that steps up and guards the other team's best guard. And so that'll just kind of be my mindset going forward.
Rising Stars tomorrow, 3 games, and that'll be 3 games in 3 nights. How you feeling?
I'm a little tired, but, Trayce has to do it, Pat has to do it, Amen Thompson has to do it. And so there's a bunch of guys who had to play tonight that have to do it tomorrow too. So it'll be fun, a chance to play in the All-Star game, which, I know all of us dream to do. So it'll be fun, and there'll be a lot of competition.
How would you assess Jimmy after 4 games?
He's a franchise changer. He's done that everywhere he's gone, and he is helping revitalize what we got here, the belief amongst this team now that he's arrived as opposed to what it was before he got here. It's night and day. We let one get away last night, but this one tonight we would have lost. but just having a guy like that changes everything for us. So after 4 games, what was the word you used? Evaluation? No, assessment. The assessment is great.
Where's your chemistry level with him? Because it looks like you guys are developing that chemistry.
It's getting there. It takes a while, but Jimmy over communicates, which is great. He doesn't leave anything in the gray area. He come like, hey, so what was I supposed to do there? What did you want me to do there? He over communicates about every play. Sign of a true leader. And so, I love what he's bringing to this team. Just like I said, as a leader, coming in and being that guy and not just taking the back seat, because that's what we need. But chemistry's definitely getting there. But it'll take some more time, and we'll continue to figure it out. But like I said before, he started playing. We're all winners, and we're all smart basketball players, so we can figure it out.
You just got to start at the 5 spot. What popped about that lineup with Brandin in it, and how'd you feel?
He's been playing great basketball since he came back from the injury, and tonight was another example of that, just him being aggressive. We always tell him to be decisive. Don't pass up shots. Don't overthink it. We can't believe in him more than he believes in him. And so that's always our message to him, and he's been playing great basketball with that belief.
Getting a win going into the All-Star break on the road against one of the top teams in the West, just what does that do going into these 7, 8, 9 days here?
It's good. Yeah, you want to feel good about a win. Like I said, especially with letting one get away last night, so it was good to get this one. Also restore our dominance in this building. It's good.
Unrelated to tonight, but the question about All-Star Weekend, Jason Richardson coming back to judge the slam dunk contest. What do you remember about watching him do his thing when he won those 2 back 20 plus years ago?
Incredible. You talking about a kid from Saginaw, Michigan, watching Jay Rich on that big stage? The twin leg back, like all of that. It was incredible, man. Like it was a dream. Jay Rich won that slam dunk. He won 2 of them. But when he was winning, it was like our city was winning them. And I was a little kid that he didn't know in that city watching him win that. And it was just like, wow. But I remember the support that we all had from him. And I hope he felt that because I know how strong it was. Like, he made that city proud. Long before myself, Lamar Woodley was Jay Rich in the dunk contest making our city proud. Wow. To see him back, it's incredible. Because he made that small town proud then.
Cool. That is great.